right, greetings, everybody. Dr. Haki Shakur, me, the Success Scholar here. I am getting ready to head to Annapolis. I haven't been there. I went the first day and like some days before, and so everything I've got from phone conversations or reading online, different articles, different conversation, people texting me things. So, but I just want to. Not every year, but I always do like a little kind of rundown of what's going on in Annapolis, Maryland. I'm not like there as much because I have other duties and responsibilities, but I do still serve with the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation. Previously, my experience has been on the Baltimore City Democratic State Central Committee, and as a community leader, as a organizer, I always just try to be a good listener and to be aware of some of the things that are happening in Annapolis. And so, just do what we all can, but sometimes you got to show up, you got to listen, you got to know different sides of different issues. And this is where, for instance, the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation historically has been in terms of interpreting what is best for Black Marylanders, and sometimes you have to know what's going on in the general, world of Annapolis, and so I wanted to share just briefly some of the bills. But actually, let me congratulate. I did have the chance to go to a celebration event for Brother N. Scott Phillips. He was the new Black Caucus Chair in the state of Maryland. And shout out to Senator Shanika Henson. I was just on the Zoom this morning with the Caucus of African American Leaders, where each and every Monday at 9 a.m. because I've been connected to them over 2, 3, 4 years, and so I'm always on listening to, upgrade my knowledge and experiences throughout, and so to enhance, the community better and enhance my knowledge so that I could be a better civic-minded brother. And so, let me, I was gonna, share just so you know a little bit who Scott Phillips is. He's from Baltimore County. He's a Baltimore County delegate. Let me see what we got. I'm gonna read his Wikipedia just because I've known him for several years throughout in the Baltimore as well. He's all throughout, so it's a beautiful pick that, and he's the first black delegate from Baltimore County to be the chair of the Black Caucus in the state of Maryland. So never before has there been a Baltimore County member who has been the chair. And so that's where, Baltimore County is on the map, right? Baltimore County. So N. Scott Phillips, an American politician, attorney, management consultant, and member of the Maryland House of Delegates, District 10. Phillips attended Virginia Union University, where he was valedictorian of his class and earned a bachelor's degree in accounting. I didn't know. Okay, accounting. See, that's how you know about counting money, y'all. So check that out. And the University of Maryland School of Law, where he earned his Juris Doctorate in 83 for the accounting and 89 for his JD. After graduating, Phillips worked as a minority business program manager for IBM. He was a corporate brother, eventually becoming director of its federal small business program. So that's where he got in the federal space with these MBE thing. And so I know he knows attorney, what is his name? Anthony Bryant. No, his name not Bryant, but Jamal Bryant's brother is Tony Robinson, attorney brother Anthony Robinson, who transitioned, and I actually worked for previously at Empowerment Temple. Well, it was at the Freddie Gray Center. Before it was actually Freddie Gray Center, I was the first executive administrator. That was the title they gave me for Attorney Robinson with what was called TEEC, the Economic Empowerment Coalition. And so I was able to see Jamal Bryant, on a one-on-one basis, not necessarily directly one-on-one, but, intertwine. So, intermediary there. So, before becoming a member of the Maryland House of Delegates, he worked as the director of Minority Business MBDA agency in Baltimore Center in Baltimore, Maryland. Phillips first became involved in politics in 2002 when he ran for the Maryland House in District 10, 2002. He ran on a ticket with State Senator Dolores Kelly, State Delegate Adrian Jones, and Senator Nathan Pulliam, my senator, but failed to advance out of the primary, coming in fourth with 17% of the vote. So where was I? 2002. I was around. I was in Baltimore, but I wasn't doing much. What was that? 2002. But anyway, yeah, so that was 2 years before I joined the fire department. I was probably like 28 years old, so, but I'm sure I've seen him around. In October 2012, Baltimore County Executive Kevin Kamenetz named to serve as chairman of the Baltimore City Planning Board. Wow. I didn't know that, right? Kevin Kamenetz. So that's interesting planning. So he has some tremendous experience with planning, and that's going to go good with whomever the county executive is going to be. And since I mentioned that on the board of the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation, I'm not going to share who I actually, am liking on this video. So just so y'all know. But whoever is the next county executive, he will be a great asset because he knows both Annapolis now, certainly more than he did, and now being the chair of the Black Caucus, that's going to be really, truly great. In 2002, he again ran for the Maryland House of Delegates. See, 20 years later, don't give up on your goals. And now look at him. He's the chair of the Maryland Black Caucus. See, sometimes you gotta retool. You have to reinvent yourself, right? And now, he already, he's already pretty established, as he said before. I remember talking to him. He said, "Look, I'm pretty good, man. I do this, for service for the people, right?" In 2022, he ran again on a slate with the Speaker, Adrian Jones, then Delegate Benjamin Brooks, and non-profit executive Jennifer White. I didn't know she was a non-profit executive. Okay. He won the Democratic primary, receiving 11% of the vote. Scott was sworn in the Maryland House Delegates in 2023, and he's a member of the House Judiciary and was elected the chair of the Maryland Black Caucus. So they did update this. I'm looking at Wikipedia, y'all. So he's married over 30 years to Valerie, a very nice wife. Together they have two daughters, Erin and Kaylin. So he's done a great job so far, and so we will see what's going on, what's happening. But let me just find the other. Let me look at some of the top bills in Annapolis. Okay, let me scroll up here. All right, top of the Maryland in January, dealing with significant offering controversial bills. So the ICE cooperation ban. A major focus of this legislation is prohibit local law enforcement from entering and continuing agreements with U.S. ICE immigration, custom, and enforcement officers. Proponents, including many Democrats, argue it protects community, while opponents feel it compromises public safety. Okay, Senate Bill 1 is the police ban mask. This proposal aims to restrict law enforcement from wearing face coverings while on duty, aiming to increase transparency, though some argue it hinders officers' safety. Okay. Those are the immigration public safety bills. Energy utility rate reform bill, debated in January. This legislation seeks to prohibit utility companies from charging customers for executive bonuses. Ratepayer Protection Act, backed by advocates, this legislation aims to lower utility bills by curbing excessive company-driven infrastructure spending. Energy resource adequacy. Man, you know what? I'm not going to go through all of these. And it's not that many, but let me see. Energy resource adequacy, and that's in the House and the Senate. Bill passed to establish the Strategic Energy Planning Office for better state-level control over energy decisions, top education and administration bills. Budget and education funding. Lawmakers are managing nearly a $3 billion budget gap while continuing to fund the blueprint for Maryland educational fund reform. Cell phone ban in schools. Cell phone ban in schools. A proposed bill to ban student cell phone use during the school day in certain schools. Okay. See Someone, Save Someone Act, a proposal law aimed at training transportation employees to identify and report human trafficking. Okay. Okay. These bills are various stages of committee hearings and floor votes, with many expected to be central to the 90-day legislative session. So I'll be going up. I'll be going up today. There was a rally, before, a couple weeks ago. I'm just looking through and seeing the different bills that are coming. But, so principally, going there to really just listen sometimes when you know what you have to do. And let me just say, I'm hoping, here's where I am, and here's what I've attempted to position myself as and try to understand how to grow black businesses. I think Scott's going to be great with that. And I've, put myself in spaces where I can learn about MBE, WBE, minority businesses, and so we have to really take full advantage of persons like myself and Scott, and organize these businesses properly. And so this is where I'm striving to reposition myself, reposition my brand, so that I can grow adequately in Maryland and in Baltimore. So things are looking good. I'm, getting ready. I'm gonna listen to a radio show at 2:00 and really just make some things happen. But definitely, I don't have the website to look at all these bills. And I know, here's the thing. I some people, that's their niche. That's what they do all day, every day. I don't do this all day, every day. I don't get paid for it. So, but I try to do like the basics, have the minimum, and communicate to my network, my global, local network of activists / performers / builders, scholars. So, I'm just the glue to bring all these different forces together. And so, and I'm excited that I was able to go to the in Scott Phillips event. He had a sort of like a get together with all his close personal peoples to really truly make things happen for him. I mean, celebrate his achievement of becoming the new chair. So I was there. Julian Jones, Baltimore County Councilman, as well as who's that? Our brother Delegate Malcolm Ruff. He's running for senator. Yes, I know there are a few people running in those races. Around the Black Caucus Foundation member. I'm just saying I'm objective right now at doing this live. So so I'm excited going to Annapolis today. Holler at the Success Scholar. I'm out drinking me some. Let me just show y'all. I got this. I drink tea, like kidney tea, prostate tea, lower my blood sugar tea, just to, keep my stuff going. So I'm feeling good, healthy, energetic, ready to move mountains, y'all. So stay tuned, stay connected to the Success Scholar. We are moving forward. Peace and blessings.